Good morning, children. A review of our last class, Chapter 4, Quadratic Equations. The general form of a quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, where a not equal to 0. A quadratic equation can have a maximum of 2 solutions, which can be found out by 3 different methods. The first one by factorization, second one by quadratic formula, and the third one by completing the squares. We are proceeding to the third method by completion of squares or by completing square method. By completion of squares. Let me take an example and then explain to you. X square plus 7x plus 10 is equal to 0. By factorization method, you can proceed as product is equal to 10, sum is equal to 7, factors are 2 and 5. By quadratic method, formula method, you will find the discriminant d is equal to b square minus 4ac and apply the formula of alpha is equal to minus b plus or minus root d by 2a. Alpha and beta can be found out. The same answers, let's see how can we get it by completion of squares method. Here, as the method suggests, completion of squares means the first 2 terms x square plus 7x we will be changing into the form of either a plus b whole square or a minus b whole square depending on the sign here. That is what we are going to do. So this method involves 2 identities, either a plus b whole square, a minus b whole square, and the second application will be a square minus b square. The steps I will explain, and while doing problems you follow the same steps so that the method will not be wrong. The first step is here to check whether, step 1, coefficient of x square should be 1. In this case it is 1. In case the coefficient is not 1, you have to divide all the terms by that particular number. Second step is, what is the b number here? No need of sign because sign will be the next step. Just what is the coefficient of x, that is the b value is 7. Step 3 is, in all the problems find out what is half of b, half of 7, which is equal to 7 by 2. The fourth step is identify the sign of the sum. The sign of the sum or the sign of the x term. You can see the sign as plus here. Now, we are going to arrange x square plus 7x as x plus, we have found out 7 by 2 here, 7 by 2 the whole square. You can just see the expansion x square with a plus b whole square. 2 into x into 7 by 2 is giving you 7x. But in this expansion there is 7 by 2 the whole square, that is 49 by 4, which is not required for these 2 terms. So always it will be minus 7 by 2 the whole square. Always the sign will be negative here, because even if it is a minus b whole square or a plus b whole square, the third term is always positive. So this term will always be negative. Now you see, if you consider these 3, it is the same as this x square plus 7x. See the expansion, x the whole square plus 2 into x into 7 by 2. 2 and 2 gets simplified. It is 7x plus 7 by 2 whole square and minus 7 by 2 whole square will get cancelled. Remaining plus 10 is equal to 0. The next step is the terms here should be always taken together. This minus value is only for the term 7 by 2 whole square. The simplification is x plus 7 by 2 the whole square minus 7 square is 49 by 4 plus 10 is equal to 0. X plus 7 by 2 the whole square minus, we are bringing it into a square minus b square. LCM is 4. It is minus 49 plus 40 by 4. Then next will be x plus 7 by 2 the whole square minus 49 plus 40 is minus 9 by 4 is equal to 0. X plus 7 by 2 the whole square minus 9 by 4 can be expressed as 3 by 2 the whole square is equal to 0. The identity of a square minus b square, which is the same as x plus 7 by 2, your a term, your b term is 3 by 2. A plus b into a minus b is equal to 0. 7 plus 3 is 10 by 2 is 5. 7 minus 3 is 4 by 2, which is equal to 2, equal to 0, which shows that x value is minus 5, x value is minus 2. Thus, completion of square method, first the coefficient of x square term should be made as 1. Find the value of b, take half of b, apply a plus b whole square or a minus b whole square depending on the sign of the x term, but the third term should always be removed, then only that first and second term will be balanced with the identity, and then you can apply with a square minus b square, a plus b into a minus b, and hence the solutions can be found out by this method also. To make it thorough, I will explain 2-3 examples, because if asked, this question will be asked as a direct question. By completion of squares, find the solution as a 3-mark question, so you should be thorough with the method. Example 2, solve 2x square minus 5x plus 3 equal to 0 by completion of squares method. Here the coefficient of x square is 2. So the first step is divide all terms by 2, the value here. So 2x square by 2 minus 5x by 2 plus 3 by 2 is equal to 0. This is the first step. Second step, identify what is b. The b value is 5 by 2. No need of sign because it will be taken later. Immediately find out what is half of b. Half into 5 by 2. Specifically I am telling you half of b because if there is a fraction like this, multiplication by half will be easy for you, which is equal to 5 by 4. Arrangement of x square minus 5 by 2x plus 3 by 2 is equal to 0. Now, the two terms will be arranged with a minus b whole square because the sign here is negative. So, arrangement is x minus 5 by 4 the whole square. You can see here again x square minus 2 into x into 5 by 4 is 5 by 2x. we are arranging these two terms, but there is 5 by 4 the whole square, that way it is a positive sign as I told you. This will be always negative, minus 5 by 4 square and plus 3 by 2 is equal to 0. Once division by 2, now this will be the final equation. X minus 5 by 4 the whole square minus 5 square is 25, 4 square is 16 plus 3 by 2 is equal to 0. The negative sign is only for this term 25 by 16. That is why I am keeping the brackets. X minus 5 by 4 the whole square. The LCM is 16 into 8 into 8, which is giving you minus 25 plus 24 by 16, or x minus 5 by 4 the whole square minus 25 plus 24 is minus 1 by 16 is equal to 0. X minus 5 by 4 the whole square minus 1 by 16 can be written as 1 by 4 the whole square is equal to 0. Again, it has come to the form of a square minus b square, that is a plus b into a minus b is equal to 0. This is your a value. This is your full b value. X minus 5 plus 1 is minus 4 by 4. Minus 5 minus 1 is minus 6. X minus 6 by 4 is equal to 0, which shows that x is equal to 4 by 4. Or one more step, x minus 1 into x minus 3 by 2 is equal to 0. Therefore, x is equal to 1, x is equal to 3 by 2. The solutions are 1 and 3 by 2. So, if you particularly follow the steps, every time you will get either a square minus b square and a minus b the whole square. We will also proceed how to get answer with irrational numbers too. Example 3. 5x square minus 6x minus 2 is equal to 0. That is, solve for x or find the solutions of this quadratic equation. First step is divide by 5 throughout to make the coefficient of x square as 1. 5x square by 5 minus 6x by 5 minus 2 by 5 is equal to 0, or x square minus 6 by 5x minus 2 by 5 is equal to 0. The first step is to identify b. b is equal to 6 by 5. Next step is to get what is half of b is half into 6 by 5, which is the same as 6 by 10, or here itself we can write it as 3 by 5. In case not, you don't have to simplify, leave it as 6 by 10, there is no problem. Identify the sign of the x term. Express these two terms as x minus 3 by 5 the whole square, always minus the same term 3 by 5 the whole square minus 2 by 5 is equal to 0, which is the same as x minus 3 by 5 the whole square minus 3 square is 9 by 25 minus 2 by 5 equal to 0. From this step onwards, please have a look. X minus 3 by 5 the whole square, LCM is 25 minus 9 into 5 is minus 10 is equal to 0, which shows that x minus 3 by 5 the whole square minus 19 by 25 is equal to 0. Still, it is a negative sign, which shows that identity a square minus b square can be applied. How can you express 19 as a square number? It is root 19 the whole square. Express it as x minus 3 by 5 the whole square minus root 19 by 5 the whole square is equal to 0, because root 19 the whole square is 19. Identity of a square minus b square. This is a, this is b. So, a plus b into a minus b equal to 0, which shows that either x minus 3 by 5 plus root 19 by 5 can be 0, or x minus 3 by 5 minus root 19 by 5 can be 0. Therefore, what is the value of x? X is minus 3 will be transposed as positive 3, plus root 19 will be minus root 19 by 5, and x is equal to 3 plus root 19 by 5. Therefore, the solutions which are irrational factors or irrational numbers also can be found out by this method. Example 4. 4x square plus 3x plus 5 is equal to 0. The first step is divide throughout by 4. X square plus 3 by 4x plus 5 by 4 is equal to 0. B value is 3 by 4. Half of b is equal to half into 3 by 4, which is the same as 3 by 8. The sign is identified as positive. X plus 3 by 8 the whole square, always minus 3 by 8 square, plus 5 by 4 is equal to 0. X plus 3 by 8 the whole square minus 9 by 64 plus 5 by 4 equal to 0. It is x plus 3 by 8 the whole square. LCM is 64 into 16 into 16 minus 9 plus 80 by 64, or x plus 3 by 8 the whole square minus 9 plus 80 is plus 71 by 64 equal to 0. Here, the identity a square minus b square cannot be applied. So what is it suggesting you? When it is a positive number here, what does this equation suggest is, this equation do not have real roots. If you want to double check, check the value of d, the discriminant which determine the nature of the roots. Discriminant is b square minus 4ac. 3 square minus 4 into 4 into 5 is 9 minus 80 is minus 71, which shows that since d is a negative number, no real roots. So once you reach a stage when you are getting plus here and you cannot apply a square minus b square, you can confirm or you can give a solution as this equation do not have real roots in this method. I hope you understood this method, and exercise 4.3 question number 1 you can try on your own by the same procedure. You can try on your own. Let's proceed with the word problems, but word problems we can do only by quadratic formula or factorization, as in the question it may not be mentioned the method. So you can always use quadratic formula, or those are very thorough in factorization can use factorization. I will be doing every problem with quadratic formula. Word problems, I will mention the pages, I will mention the question and subdivision, and I'll read the questions, and you can understand, or when you get the textbook you can refer to the textbook. Page 73, exercise 4.1. Exercise I will mention 4.1. Question 2. Represent the following situations in the form of quadratic equations. The area of a rectangular plot is 528 meters square. The length of the plot is 1 meter more than twice the breadth. We need to find the length and breadth of the plot. Now, the quadratic equations, you may feel like taking two variables x and y, but finally with the given condition it will turn into quadratic equations. But try to possibly take only one variable. And one more important factor is the word problems will have a specific answer. So when you follow quadratic formula method, the square root of d will be a perfect square number, not like questions on solve. So when you are doing word problems, after getting the answer, see whether the answer matches with the question. Whenever after forming the equation, if your discriminant value is not a perfect square, which shows that there may be errors in your calculation. The area of a rectangular plot is 528 meters square. Area of rectangular plot is given as 528 meters square. It's a rectangle. What's area of a rectangle is? Length into breadth. What is the relation? The length is 1 meter more than twice the breadth, which shows that we have to take, let the breadth be x. So what will be twice the breadth will be 2x, and 1 meter more than 2x. So 2x plus 1. And now here also, in addition, even if you write 1 plus 2x, it is not going to affect the equation. But subtraction, since it is not commutative, 1 minus 2x, if it is taken as 2x minus 1, the answer will go wrong. So my suggestion is always retain number after the variable. Even if it is positive or negative, retain the numbers after the variable. Applying the formula, area is equal to length into breadth, or x into 2x plus 1 is equal to 528. 2x square plus x minus 528 is equal to 0, because always the format is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Identify, let's go with quadratic formula. A equal to 2, b equal to 1, c is equal to minus 528, d is equal to b square minus 4ac, 1 the whole square minus 4 into 2 into minus 528, 1 plus 4 2s are 8. So 528 into 8, 8 8s are 64, 16 plus 6 22, 2. It is 4224, or 4225. Now square root d is the same as square root of 4225. Just a reminder, if you have square root with ending with 5, the easy method is square root of 25 is 5, 67 is 42 is the product of 6 and 7, the consecutive integers of 6 and 7, which shows that the square root of 4225 is 65, or you can proceed by prime factorization method. So what are the values of alpha and beta? alpha is minus b. Your b is positive 1. So minus b plus root d by 2a, which is equal to minus 1 plus 65 by 2a. A is 2, that is 2 into 2. 64 by 4 or 16. And beta is equal to minus b minus root d by 2a. Minus 1 minus 65 by 4. You have to reject because in word problems the negative value is not accepted. So because it doesn't match with the question. So after seeing minus 1 minus 65 is minus 66 by 4, the dimensions of a rectangle cannot be negative. So you can reject and you can accept only the value of x as 16. That means the breadth value is 16 meter and length is equal to 2 into 16 plus 1, that is 33 meter. There are cases when both the values of the solutions will be positive. There we will see how we have to reject the values. Question number 2 in this exercise is the product of two consecutive positive integers. The product of two consecutive integers. So how do you take the consecutive integers? Let the consecutive integers be x and x plus 1. The immediate integer is x plus 1. Their product is said as 306. That means the equation is x into x plus 1. Product means multiplication, or x square plus x minus 306 is equal to 0. Whenever any question, the first concept is bring it into the standard form of ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Value of a is 1, b is 1 and c is minus 306. D can found out as b square minus 4ac, 1 the whole square minus 4 into 1 into minus 306. Whenever you have a negative and negative, it will become a positive value, that is 1 plus 6 4s are 24 to 1224. It's coming as 1225, or square root d is equal to 1225. As per again this method, root 25 you can take it as 5. 12 is the product of the consecutive numbers 3 and 4. So the square root will be 35. Root 1225 is equal to 35. Value of alpha minus b plus root d by 2a minus 1 plus 35 by 2 into 1. 35 minus 1, 34 by 2 is 17. Beta is equal to minus b minus root d by 2a minus 1 minus 35 by 2 is minus 36 by 2. But it is a negative integer, and in the question they have told you very clearly that the consecutive positive integers. So this has to be rejected. So what are the consecutive integers? Therefore, the consecutive integers are, the first one is 17 and the second one is 17 plus 1, that is 17 and 18. Question number 3. Rohan's mother is 26 years older than him. The product of their ages 3 years from now will be 360. We would like to find Rohan's present age. Rohan's mother is 26 years older than him. So let us take the present ages first. Let the present age of Rohan's mother is 26 years elder than him. So let the present age of Rohan be x. Mother is 26 years elder to him means her age will be x plus 26. Therefore, mother's age elder to him by 26 years. And the condition that the product of the age is given according to the age after 3 years. That means 3 years hence, what are their ages? 3 years hence, Rohan's age will be x plus 3. 3 years will be increased, and mother's age will be x plus 26 plus 3, which is equal to x plus 29. The product of the age in 3 years or 3 years hence is given as 306. It is given as 360. So what will be the equation? X plus 3 into x plus 29 is equal to 360. How do you expand it as binomial with a binomial? Those who can do directly can do, others x into x plus 29 plus 3 into x plus 29 is equal to 360. You can expand directly. I am just following the methods. X square plus 29x plus 3x plus 9 3s are 27. 87 minus 360 is equal to 0. We are forming the quadratic equation. X square plus 29 plus 3 is 32x. 87 minus 360. 360 minus 87 is 273. It is minus 273 is equal to 0. There are no common factors, so we have to proceed with D method. D is equal to, you can write what is A is equal to 1, B is equal to 32 and C is equal to minus 273. By factorization it will take time for you. If it is easy for you, you can find out, there is no harm. D is equal to B square minus 4AC, which is equal to 32 the whole square minus 4 into 1 into minus 273. 32 into 32, 2 2s are 4, 3 3s are 9. It is 1024 plus 273 into 4, 1092. It is 2116. Square root D is equal to square root of 2116. You can proceed by factorization. I will also remind you with the long division method which you have done in 8th standard. The method is from the right, that means from the ones place. Ones and tens will be grouped, hundreds and thousands will be grouped. First step is the perfect square close to 21 is 4 into 4, 16. 4 into 4, 16. 21 minus 16 is 5. 2 digits 16. Double of 4, that means into 2. 4 into 2 is 8. The chance of a 6 in the units place is either 86 into 6 or 84 into 4. Let's try with 86. 6 6 are 36. It is 516. So that the remainder is 0. If one more digit, double of 46. If you have any doubts, please refer class 8 video on squares and square root, which is equal to 46. Therefore, the value of alpha minus b plus root d by 2a is giving you minus 32 plus 46 by 2, or 46 minus 32 is 14 by 2, which is equal to 7. Beta is equal to minus 32 minus 46 by 2. Definitely a negative number you can reject. 7. That means the present age of Rohan is 7 years. Therefore, Rohan's present age is 7 years and the mother's age is 26 plus 7, 33 years. Page 74, question number 4. A train travels a distance of 480 km at a uniform speed. Underline the word uniform speed. If the speed had been 8 km per hour less, then it would have taken 3 hours more to cover the same distance. Find the speed of the train. If you understand the circumstance, it's very easy that a train is moving with a uniform speed to cover a distance of 480 km. But with a different speed of 8 km per hour less, it is very logical to understand that the train will take more time to reach the destination, that is the same distance. So these type of problems are very important in this lesson. With the different wordings, the concept will be asked, and there are many questions in the continuing exercises too. Such problems you can just divide or understand as 2 cases. Here, the first case and the second case, we can take it as the distance is 480 km in both the cases. The first case, let the speed of the train be x. In the second case, the speed of the train was 8 km per hour less, which shows that from x there is a reduction of 8 km, which shows that the new speed is x minus 8 km per hour. If you know the distance and speed, immediately calculate the time as distance by speed. In this case, the time taken is 480 by x, and in this case, the time taken is 480 by x minus 8. And as per the condition of the question, the time taken by a reduced speed is the time taken with the original speed plus 3 more hours, or the difference in the speed is 3 hours. So, as a general format, how can you apply this in all the remaining question is, you can take the changed time onto the left hand side equal to the time taken by the original speed plus 3 more hours. You can understand, if it is a negative here, the time will be added. In case the train is moving with an increased speed, it will be a less timing, that is, it is a negative sign here. So if you apply the general concept as the changed number, if you write here, according to this sign, you can adjust the sign here. If it's a negative here, it will be positive. If it's a positive here, it will be negative. Automatically the condition will be satisfied. How to solve it is 480 by x minus 8 minus 480 by x is equal to positive 3. Now, you can also work out by taking 480 as a common factor, but I will be working out as a normal procedure. LCM is x into x minus 8, that is, this term will be multiplied by x, this term will be multiplied by x minus 8, that is 480x minus 480 into x minus 8 is equal to 3. This bracket is compulsory because the term minus into minus has to be positive. So the bracket here is compulsory. 480x minus 480x plus 480 into 8, 48 into 8, 3840 divided by x square minus 8x is equal to 3, or 480x and minus 480x gets cancelled. This happens in all the questions of this type. So 3840 by x square minus 8x is equal to 3. By cross multiplication, 3 into x square minus 8x is equal to 3840. And most of the problems, this 3 and 3840 can be simplified. You can check with the divisibility test. 8 plus 3, 11 plus 4 is 15. That is 3 gets cancelled with 1280. Or the equation is x square minus 8x minus 1280 is equal to 0. 3 1s are 3, 3 2s are 6, 24. 3 8s are. Check with the quadratic formula. A equal to 1, B is equal to minus 8 and C is equal to minus 1280. D is equal to B square minus 4AC minus 8 the whole square minus 4 into 1 into minus 1280. 64 plus 128 into 4. 128 into 4. 8 plus 3, 11. It is 5120 and it is 5184. Square root D is equal to square root 5184. You can go by long division, as the method is 5184 from the ones place and tens place, hundreds and thousands. The perfect square close to 51 is 7. 7s are 49. Subtraction answer is 2. 84 and double of 7 is 14. And the chance of only 2. 2 2s are 4. 4 2s are 8. Which is equal to 72. You have to get the values of alpha and beta. That is, alpha is equal to, I'll come to this side, alpha is equal to minus b plus root d by 2a is the same as 8 plus root d is 72 by 2 into a value is 1, 80 by 2 which is equal to 40. Beta is minus b minus root d by 2a is 8 minus 72 by 2. Here itself you can reject it because speed cannot be negative. Therefore, what is the speed of the train is the positive value of 40 km per hour. This type of question is very, very important, and you can see many questions in the remaining part of the exercise.